Alright, welcome to Banished. Normally I'd just start on the main title screen. Felt I had to stay on this screen though once it generated this name. I don't even... Koskiaskogi? Koschiaskogi? Koschiaskogi. I don't fucking know what this would be. So this is a little survivor game. We're gonna play it. You guys can see how interesting it is, or not interesting it is, depending on your appreciation of strategy games. It's sort of a different take on a RTS game, with the fact that you are just building. Although you don't have control over your workers, which is sometimes a bit of a frustration. A little bit. Okay. Let's start with me trying to remember how to play the game. I'm gonna pop up all these menus. I think this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay. So we get this shit going. This is our event log. The screen's gonna keep moving as I click things. This is our map. Just pop it down there for now. Oh god, I don't know where my village is. I have no idea. And it just moved me. Uh-oh. There. Okay. Woof. I guess you start at the center of the map. Okay. So we have a couple houses here. They're full of people. And as people live, they will pull supplies from the barn, which we have potatoes, mainly. Put that guy over there. Resource limits up there for now. I don't need to worry about that at the moment. This is all your information. Year, all your different supplies here, which we can hold our mouse over and find. Many different things. Temperature, happiness rating, and health. Date, time, stuff like that. So, what we want to do first, build shit. So, one of the useful things in this game is you can pause time and you can speed up time. I usually like running at like 2x speed, I think. What do I need? What do I need the most first? How do I usually build this game? I think I usually do crop fields. Mainly focus on farming. And I like to leave a gap in between things so that you can pop a road in there, which increases walking speed for people. And once we unpause time, they'll all get to building stuff here. But first, make sure everything is set. And then we're gonna pop a road right in front of all the main stuff here. All the way around our piles here if I can. There's no in between there. And there we go. Okay, so people will just build, depending on your choice of jobs here. So you gotta pop people into each category. Laborers they will build the roads, they'll pick up, they'll go mining. They'll bring resources to building sites, which is what we aren't going to be doing just yet because we're not really building anything major. Basic premise of this game is you are a town and you need to survive. So in order to do that, you're going to have to build stores for food, and all the other shit you can think of, like a blacksmith area. You'll need to... Oh, that's what I need to build right away, is a school. Because otherwise we get dumb fucking people in our town. We don't want them. Alright, right there. Seems good enough. Did I get the fishery? I did. Okay, so this farm is ready. So we can choose wheat or pumpkins at the moment. Wheat is good to make ale for later, but pumpkins are better for food. And then we're going to give maybe 3 farmers for now. I try to always have like 1 or 2 laborers at least. If someone dies, a laborer will just automatically fill in that job. so you won't have to worry about anyone like just disappearing and not being in a job. So this is a lot of a numbers game. When it comes down to it, it's hard to make it sound extremely riveting with that description, but it is a numbers game. So right now we're in spring, and as you might expect, crops don't grow in winter, so I want to get these going as fast as I can. That's why I've filled them up with farmers for now. Eventually, when we get the fishing dock built, I can have a couple people go there too. They will fish all year round, thankfully. I should also build an enclosure too for these cattle here. So let's pop one right here. Let's do 11 by 11, make it nice and even. And part of the building process as well is people will just clear the area if there's stuff in the way. And you can see actually how many trees they have to get rid of and how many logs they need to bring there. Thankfully, when you get rid of trees, you get logs, so they don't have to bring things very far. And you can also pause things so that they focus on something else instead. Like I'd like them to build the school and the fishery a bit faster. You can have extra people if you want. Sometimes I find that people just don't do their fucking jobs. That's where the main source of frustration comes in this game. Age, I think, is also a factor, as is health, as to how efficient they are. Okay. Crops are growing slowly. I don't think we'll get a full yield on the first year, but maybe if we're lucky. If I get the fishery and schoolhouse built, I will add some more people to do some more of that. I like to plan out my town a little bit before I build it, so I'll just start popping buildings down and then pausing them. The nice thing about this game versus a lot of RTS games is you don't have to worry about your resources when you put a building down. They only matter when you actually start building. So by just putting these houses down, I can kind of get a bit more of a dense housing area here, and then I don't have to worry about actually building them yet. So as you expand your village, you have the entire map to take over, tons of trees, tons of resources. Eventually it's conceivable that you would hit the end and not have any more resources remaining for you, but I find that kind of unlikely. You can get to a self-sufficient point as well, so... How's my school doing? Okay, all the logs are there, half the stone, 1/3 of the stone. Oh, that's most of the stone now. So the other thing is this supply pile will run out eventually, and I won't have to have them clear this area, which I may as well just suggest now. Where's that option? Alright, harvest, resources... everything. Boom. Clear that shit out. So that'll send our laborers to work to clear that all out to the best of their ability. With only 2 people, it would be a little slow, but I'd rather have school. So the way schools work is only children under the age of, I think... is it 16? Could be 17 or 18. I don't know what the school ages are like in this. So yeah, so the kids will grow up and become adults, and they'll just start working as laborers until you give them another job. So fishing for now would be good. And they will become laborers at earlier ages than they would if they were in school. If they're in school, they'll spend longer time in there. Let's see. That road there. That there. It's tough with roads because they will not do anything fucking else when they're building. How's my food right now? Which one is it? 1,000. Okay. You can also check your production for the year, which is useful. I enjoy doing that. Still got 1,000 potatoes. Interesting. I guess the houses have filled up and they're not filling up anymore. So as you build more houses, you will have people move into them, and they will get married and have new families, or just have new families without getting married. And then sometimes you'll see like a 50-year-old move in with like a 20-year-old, and you have some questions, but clearly they must be making a lot of money, or else what the hell. Too much social commentary. Alright, so the school is almost complete, which is good. That allows me to find a teacher. Boom. Make a teacher even though we don't have a job, because as soon as that opens in a minute, they will just go to work there. It's this person with the question mark over their head. You can follow around individual people. Sometimes it's fun. I love looking at their names. I've had people named Yoshi before, weirdly enough. What's this person's name? Marlo. Pretty normal name. Fidelila, not as normal. Janaea. Garrett. Alright. Okay, that is a guy. I thought that was a girl. Garrett's not one of those names that I would consider unisex. So they're still clearing out that area there. Oh, all these new children are born, I guess. I don't know when all of my stuff got closed. What's that one? Damn it! Open. Okay. You can also pull up the building projects and just like pin them to the side there with the little pin thing. You can center on them too. So we did not too bad for our first year. We won't have to worry about crops degrading until autumn. And that's kind of when they'll stop growing and people will start harvesting, and food doesn't start disappearing from them until winter, I believe. And you'll get early summer, summer, and late summer as well. So there's 3 stages of each season. So I can open that up to now. So whenever I get around to, hey, there's our first student, Vivian F. Long enough name. Whenever we complete this pasture, we can move all of our cows in there. And then we can use them to produce milk. And I don't think they do leather or meat unless you kill them, which is an option. Get to a certain point, you can just like kill off a couple, use them for food, and then have some new cows as well, have them be born afterwards. So we can upgrade houses to stone. Problem is it evacuates the house. No one can live there because they take the house down, they rebuild it, you reclaim some supplies. 24, 40, and 10. How much is a regular stone house? Same amount. So some of the supplies just get used. So when I start building more of these houses, that's when I would upgrade a house. Like when it's almost finished, I'd make them homeless and then allow them to move into the house. Sometimes it results in problems when the parents move in, the parents who are 16 and 15. They move into the house and the kids want to move into their own house, so they just stay out in the fucking cold. And that goes well for everyone when they die in the winter. And I generally try to only upgrade houses in the spring and summer and fall, because in the winter you will actually have people freeze to death, unfortunately, if you're not careful. Alright, let's take a look at the map. What do we got? We got a lot of rivers, we got 3 round lakes here. All very similar, it kind of looks like Pac-Man on the map. Fisheries will work on rivers or lakes, it doesn't really matter, as long as there's some water that the fishery can get to. I should build a road from here. I like to build the roads around them too, because people tend to walk all along the sides. There we go. Straight across here. Sure. So they'll get to that. Okay, everything should be roaded up for now. That's important, except for some of these houses. It's just, it doesn't cost any resource to make a dirt road. It does for stone. Dirt will obviously increase your speed for running. For all your people running to their various jobs. but stone will do it more. It just costs 1 stone per square. So it's like a 6 stone road. What else we got? We can build bridges. Oh, I have a mod actually for stone bridges, just because they fucking look nicer. And I think they're wider too. Yes, they are. I think regular bridges are 1 across. Yep. And as a general gameplay tip, build fucking bridges before you run out of resources, because you can't build them when you don't have any wood left. And then you're trapped, and your town will fail. I've run into that a couple times. Okay, that farm is almost completely full. This one is also almost completely full, which is good. I generally love to just fill my farms with, like, what is it, 6? I think I've seen like 11 or 13 for like the max for a farm size that I built. That's how big can they be? Let's see here. Too large. Oh, I can't do it that way. $15 by 15. That's the biggest farm. Okay, there's lots of other stuff you can build. I can do like an orchard as well, which I will eventually be interested in doing. Reserve of food is low. Well, you're gonna have more food soon. I'm gonna pop an orchard in there. Don't need to worry about it for now, though. Trees are seasonal as well. They'll only give fruit in the summer and stuff. We can build a hunting cabin. We can build a gatherer's hut, which is good for medicine, especially because we don't have any. Now, the thing with these is you want to build them in a place that's forested, because you'll encounter more animals there, and you'll encounter more herbs and stuff. Let's see if I can zoom in. Like the mushrooms there, and that plant right there, as well as that thing in there. Some of them are edible. They're for... Actually, that's for the gathering hut. The other one would be... Resource? Herbalist. That's the other one. They're the one in charge of gathering medicine. Again, gathering hut's good for gathering food, but only seasonal. You can build a wood chopper, which I should build because we will be coming up to winter in the near future. And I will need someone to make firewood. Do I have any firewood? This is all in homes. I do have some firewood. Okay. Well, all of the pumpkins were harvested, so I can just kill off the work there. Give those guys something else to do. And let's see. We harvested 327 pumpkins, is that correct? 354, so someone had some already. Pretty full stockpile there. Gonna need to build another one. Those don't require any resources either. They only require land clearing, if necessary. We'll do 10 by 10. Would be our big ass stockpile. I generally put most of my farmers into the fishing section over the winter, so I can keep them busy, or other jobs. Like I'll have my tailors and brewers work in the winter and stuff. You can build a brewery. Oh, we got a brewery here. So can't build it here because I've got my fucking orchard there. How did I build that shit too big? Well, they will transform your berries and wheat and like peaches and stuff into ale. Things you would think you could make ale out of. What do we got? Oh yeah, it's full. Well, you guys better start building that shit then. I could build a smaller one in the meantime. Give them some place to put stuff. You can build like tiny ones, which are kind of useful. Fill up really quick though. Oh, you gotta fucking remove shit. God damn it. I keep trying to build ones where you don't have to remove things. How about this one? There, done. Perfect. This isn't entirely full anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, still got a bunch of food. Yeah, we got the wheat coming in now. I don't know if it's just edible as it is. I think people will use it as a food source. Can check out and see who stole the pumpkins. These fuckers. We got the fish too. Hey, where's the fish? Oh, we got some. Okay. It's also important not to outgrow the supplies of your town, obviously, with your population. You can build up a town hall, and it'll give you more information on your like population of your town and other events, things like that. They're kind of pretty stone intensive though, so I don't like to do that until later. They're not super necessary, but they're useful. Okay, enough for another fisherman. Have enough for a woodcutter now. Someone fucking fell off a ladder and died. That's why we build a school, so people have ladder safety. Alright, this field is almost done. Just watch them harvest the stuff. We got Arace. Arachi? Who you? Osterlin. Sound like a creature, an Osterling. I don't know what that would be. Okay. I'm gonna cut 2 of the farmers for now since I don't need them anymore. And hope that someone picks up that last fucking barrel of wheat. Small child. Shouldn't you be in school? You're too old for school. All the cows are growing though. Pasture ready yet? Almost. Not quite. See if I can speed up time a little bit more. Get that pasture built. Get those cows in there. Asshole's not picking up the fucking wheat. Alright, so cattle's our only choice, and all of our cattle will move in there. We got 6 of them? 7 of them. Shit. Well, I guess I'll have to build another one then. And I will now need a herdsman. Well, things are going okay so far. If you guys want to see more of this game, let me know. I will check out the views, and if it's popular enough, I can continue with Cautious Koji. I don't know how I'm going to keep saying that name. It's going to change every time I say it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed watching Banished. And if you liked it, I will do another video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.